Well, a team known as Spain went ahead to obviously destroy Turkey by how many goals to nil? It was all about 6 goals to nil, and Arsenal's only man, known as Mikel Merino, went ahead to bag a hat-trick on the night, and really that went ahead obviously turn him into one of the most or the second midfielder ever in the history of Spain to bag a hat-trick for his national team. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and who are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Continue to subscribe, because the more you subscribe, the more obviously get to the 28,000 mark that we've always gone ahead obviously calling for, and then we will hit 30 in a nick of time, because we've built it from zero and here we come to where we are right about now. So the side of Spain really looked good when they're really playing against a team known as Turkey. That is it. And guess what went ahead to happen? The side of Spain scored the first goal in the 6th minute. You understand? Through Pedri. And I really liked the style and fashion in which he went ahead to obviously do the needful. The way he obviously went ahead to dummy the defender and took him off, and then went in for that curling effort that was really very, very accurate into the back of the net. It really made that goal look as one of the best into the game. But I'm going to let you know what I think my best goal was. For the second goal, it was Mikel Merino. It was like a square to him, and he really went ahead, obviously hit the back of the net, was in the 18 box area. Then in the 45th plus first minute, obviously he went ahead to score another goal in the same fashion, though the first one he scored with a left foot, and the second one he went ahead to score with what we call a right foot. But the second one, it was a cutback. It found him almost in the penalty spot area and went ahead to pass that ball in between the penalty spot and the goal, and it obviously went ahead to cross the line, and that made it 3-0 for the side of Spain. Now, when they returned in the second half, Lamine Yamal went ahead to obviously do a very good assist, and Ferran Torres went ahead to make it 4-0. Then Mikel Merino went ahead and obviously scored a beautiful color. You know, a goal that I think went ahead to obviously get out that goal of Pedri from being the best goal of the match to really getting this of Mikel Merino as the best goal of the match. He was really standing almost outside the 18 box area, and guess who went ahead to give him that ball? It was none other than Lamine Yamal. And when Lamine Yamal gave him that ball, he had nothing to do apart from really curling it, you know, into the back of the net. From here, this is where he shoots from, and it really goes curling into the back of the net. I think you see how beautiful that goal was, and I really loved it. And to me, it really took my goal of the match. But Pedri really put in a very brilliant performance in there, and I'm like, the lad is really that special and is still putting in a lot of effort. That means Lamine Yamal went ahead to obviously put in what we call 2 assists in there for you, and these were his stats. I'm talking about Lamine Yamal before I bring you the stats of Pedri in there for you. So Spain, 2 games, 6 points, and they're charging to go ahead and really play into the World Cup that's going to be played in Mexico, Canada, and the US. Now, these are the game. This is Yamal's game by numbers. 2 assists, 8 out of 10 dribbles completed, 23 out of 27 passes completed, 4 key passes, 1 out of 1 long balls, 3 big chances created, 12 out of 16 grand duels won. That's what we got from the side of Lamine Yamal, and it's really energizing that Lamine Yamal is back, as we really had stories that he really got out of the game. I think they played against Bulgaria with a back injury, but the player is back, and him being back, it really sends a very huge message to everyone who thinks that it is really it was really worrying the side of Barcelona, but finally the lad is back, that is Lamine Yamal, and really played some good minutes, and then he was later taken off the pitch. That's what really got him through from the side of Pedri. When we go to the side of Lamine Yamal, now let's go to the side of Pedri, the magician who really plays in the midfield of Barcelona, and he has gone ahead to protract his performances from from Barcelona to Spain. He had 2 goals, 3 key passes, 91% passing accuracy, 5 out of 7 grand duels won. And I tell you what, if you obviously went ahead and obviously was Iniesta, I think Barcelona have a 2-in-1. You understand? Pedri combines the attributes of Iniesta and Xavi, and he obviously puts them into his game. And I tell you, he's really special. He's really special. He is a special lad in there for you. Now, for the people at Arsenal, I know you're really excited, but I want to let you know that this lad, known as Mikel Merino, is really one of those that will obviously give Mikel Arteta a huge headache. I saw very many people saying that Mikel Arteta wouldn't have gone to start Mikel Merino into that game of Liverpool. Ebelechi, Hezi, all Odegaard would have gone to start. And I'm like, the lad really played very well. And he has gone ahead to extend his performances from Arsenal to the Spanish national team. And that is a man known as Mikel Merino into the mix. And he really put in a very huge performance. And I think you know that he's really one of those that has mastered the art of really scoring. And his manager had the following to say after the game of Spain and Turkey in there. He said, "We have fantastic players, and he's another example of a footballer who does many things well, who is a genius, a world-class player, and who sometimes doesn't get the recognition in Spain." Obviously, this guy has gone ahead to do lots of wonders at the side of Spain. If you really remember who took Spain to the final of the Euros, you know him very well. It was this guy, that header that he really went ahead to obviously direct into the back of the net. It really spoke volumes. You understand? So the side of Spain hasn't obviously gone ahead to give him the loud or the applause that he really wants, but the manager is really shouting him out. And by the way, if you look at Spain, it really has very many midfielders. And if I told Mikel Merino is obviously trying to get into that midfield, you have to go ahead and obviously give him his flowers, And what the manager has gone ahead to do, he's like, Zubimendi, Mikel Merino have been playing together for some time at Real Sociedad, and now they're playing together at Arsenal. So he's trying to build onto that combination as Rodri really gets back to his levels of fitness, as I think Rodri isn't back to the levels we obviously think he can be. So that is the man known as Mikel Merino, and his manager at the national team has referred to him as a world-class player. And the question goes to you, do you think Mikel Merino is a world-class player? But he has gone ahead, obviously, bag in those goals. A hat-trick doesn't come in by mistake. And one thing you need to know about these goals by Spain, almost all of these goals were into the 18 yards box area, and only one of Mikel Merino that really came from outside the area. Now, Alvaro Morata came in, Fermin Lopez came in, Ferran Torres came in, George De Fortis came in through. Rodri also went ahead, obviously coming through and really played some good minutes. And David Raya was one of the unused substitutes in there for you into that particular game of football. Now, the stats were as follows. Turkey had 11 shots, Spain had 21. 2 shots on target by Turkey, Spain had 12. 49% ball possession by Turkey, Spain had 51%, 509 passes completed by Turkey, 525 passes completed by Spain, 87% passing accuracy by Turkey, and 89% passing accuracy by Spain. 6 fouls by Turkey, 9 fouls by Spain, no yellow cards issued to either sides, and no red cards was issued to either sides. 5 offsides for Turkey and 3 offsides to a side known as Spain. 8 corners to Turkey and 4 corners to the side of Spain. It shows to you that the side of Turkey came up and obviously represented and really put in a very huge shift. But I tell you, they had 2 clear-cut chances, but they couldn't obviously put that ball in the back of the... And by the way, by the time those 2 clear-cut chances came in through, the side of Spain was just leading by 1-0. You understand? So if they had the opportunity of really bagging those balls into the back of the net, you know what would have gone ahead to happen. The side of Spain would have gone ahead to obviously see themselves lag by 1 goal behind. And you know exactly what it means when you're playing away and a team like Turkey goes ahead to obviously do the needful. But Turkey had Arda Guler, and he also had a very beautiful game. But Spain is topping the group. They've played 2 games, 2 wins, and they have a goal difference of 9, and they're having 6 points. Georgia, this is where Kvaratskhelia really plays. 2 games played, they're having 3 wins in there for you. Turkey, third, 2 games, 1 loss, 1 win, and they're having 3 points. Bulgaria is a team that hasn't obviously gone ahead to secure anything like a point into its pursuit of this season. But Turkey really looked a little bit good, and if you really looked out onto what they really put out, all powered out as a team of Turkey, you can really understand that they are really good. But amidst everything that really happened, I think Arda Guler really went ahead to obviously have a very, very beautiful game that many of you will obviously try to really look through and really understand that Arda Guler is really one of those players that is really special. And Real Madrid really loved how this guy really went ahead to play, and the fans of Real Madrid, because they know he is the future. He is the next Luka Modric into that side of Real Madrid. Now, Pedri said, I'm happy with my brace, but most of all with the win, with the team's win victory. I'm just happy to have helped the team. My goals remain secondary. So this is what maturity brings in through. Pedri is not all that a grown-up player, but he has obviously come up and really understood what we call the duels, that all you have to do is to come up and obviously put in a very huge shift to help your team win. It's not all about personal benefits, you understand? But it's all about a team win. And obviously, they got in a team win, and that team win has gone ahead to produce loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of positivities that we've gone ahead to obviously get in here. And that's why we've been in a position to come in here and really let you know about this fixture. But there are other fixtures that we are really played into the World Cup qualifiers in Europe, and I would like to bring them up to you. Yesterday games that we really played. Georgia beat Bulgaria by 3-0. Netherlands beat Lithuania by 3-2. Macedonia beat Liechtenstein by 5-0. Belgium 6, Kazakhstan 0. Then Poland 3, Finland 1, Turkey 0, Spain 6, Luxembourg 0, Slovakia 1. Germany got back to winning ways after losing in the midweek, and they beat Northern Ireland by 3-1. Although to me, I think it wasn't convincing. Now, today we are really having the following fixtures. Kosovo is playing Sweden, Switzerland, Slovenia, Scotland, Belarus, Croatia, Montenegro, Israel, Italy, Gibraltar, Faroe Islands. Greece is playing Denmark, Armenia is playing Ireland, Azerbaijan is playing Ukraine, France is playing Iceland, Cyprus is playing Romania, then Serbia is playing England. That is tomorrow. So England is playing tomorrow, France is playing tomorrow, Portugal is playing tomorrow, Norway is playing tomorrow, and we will get back into this phase on the 9th of October, and the players are really going to be returning to their respective clubs in there for you. So that's what I really had in here for you onto what we call the Rokani Media Football, and I'm calling in for your reactions into the comment section below about what we've gone here to talk about. And continue to subscribe. First video of the day, and more is loading and coming.